Uh, Good afternoon. I just want to hop on here for a few minutes. Um, Welcome to another episode of It's Just Person podcast. And like I said, I just want to hop on here for a few minutes. I want to talk about the young gentleman, the 15-year-old kid that was shot and killed in Gulfport, Mississippi. He was shot in the head by a police officer. And let me play the little video. They was his mother was on Facebook Live.
Tonight, the family of a teenager who relatives say was shot in the head by Gulfport police are using social media to share their pain and demand answers. The police have given one account of what happened last week, but the family still has more questions. Good evening, everyone, and thanks for watching. I'm Katie. And I'm Sharice Gibson, and that family is frustrated, emotional, and that heartbreak was clear when the young man's mother broke down on Facebook Live this week. And we should let you know that this video, it is gut-wrenching. Here's Mike McDaniel.
Taking her grief to social media, Katrina Mateen is dealing with the shooting of her 15-year-old son, Jaheim McMillan, who was shot in the head Thursday during a shooting involving Gulfport police.
Why?
It happened after Police Chief Adam Cooper says there were reports of people pointing guns at passing cars. He says the car those people were in was pulled over near this Family Dollar on Pass Road.
They then fled from the vehicle. One of our officers engaged with an armed individual. Shots were fired. He was taken to the suspect was taken to the hospital with a gunshot wound.
While Cooper wouldn't confirm it, Mateen said it was a bullet from an officer that hit her son. She questions the police account of her son being armed and says the shooting left him brain dead. After a couple of days on life support, he was taken off it over the weekend, a reality Mateen hoped wouldn't happen.
I feel like he's got a chance, and I'm not going to pull the plug on him. You know, he can come back maybe, and if he can, I'm going to give him that chance.
Justice for Jaheen!
Sunday, balloons dotted the sky in his memory. Also over the weekend, at the Family Dollar, candles outside the doors and signs on the windows became part of a vigil.
They doing this for you, baby. We not stopping till we get justice, baby. They took your life, baby. And we ain't stopping.
McMillan had just started his freshman year at Gulfport High School, where Monday, school leaders say counseling services were available to students who need them.
We miss you.
Since the shooting, the story has spread across social media, including photos of McMillan in the hospital and a Facebook Live video of who appears to be McMillan lying on the ground, motionless after being shot.
We're outraged. We're heartbroken. Tired is not the word. We're past tired.
It's all left a community wanting answers they say they're not getting. Mike McDaniel, Eyewitness News.
A handful of other teenagers were also arrested and charged with aggravated assault. The Gulfport Police Department is referring all of their questions to the Mississippi Bureau of Investigations, since that agency is leading the investigation. But as of this afternoon, MBI has not released any details. Tonight,
See, I got several issues with that story because they said in that story, which I don't believe, they said that they encountered that they got a report of kids pointing guns, but then they said that when they arrived, they got out of the car running and um, and they engaged in a gunfight or there were shots fired, but the only shots that was fired was from the police and not from the kids. And then they said that when the other kids was arrested, they was arrested with for aggravated assault. They didn't say they had guns. They said that they got reports that they was pointing guns. Guns with the S mean plural. So, and then I saw another video where it was a white man saying that what he saw was when the cop pulled up, the kid got out the car and started running, and the cop shot him in the head, shot him dead. But they're not showing that video. You got to be mindful. We are targets. We are human targets for the cops. Not saying that, but you got to understand too. We can't be putting ourselves in certain situations. What was he doing out pointing gun if that's the true story? We got to teach our kids better. We're not afforded the same opportunities as everybody else. Because we're already perceived as the threat, whether we're armed or not. We're already a threat. The damn cops, when they pull us over, they already damn near on 100. They got their hands on the trigger. I mean on the handle. If you don't believe me, watch when you get pulled over one time and watch where the damn one of the cop's hand is at. It's on his gun. We ought to get sick and tired of having RIP shirts and balloon release parties and vigils and marching saying we want justice. If you want justice for this guy Jaheim McMillan, hell, teach your other kids not to be sitting engaging, hanging with the wrong people. Because you will be judged. You will be judged by the company you keep. If you hang around with fools, you're gonna be considered a damn fool. If you hang around criminals, you're gonna be considered a criminal. And them friends that was with them, they should be charged too. They should be charged with his murder. We're gonna have to start doing better as parents. We're gonna have to start raising our kids better. And the men, you're gonna have to start being better positive examples to these kids. And mothers, you're gonna have to start picking better. You're gonna have to stop just getting the first joker that you see on the street that gives you a compliment. And you think he's worthy enough for you to have kids by. Then you wanna be mad with the system when the system is doing what it's supposed to be doing. Why we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing? Like I read someone say he had his whole life ahead of him. Yes, he did. But whatever he did out there for in order for them to call the cops, they should have stayed in the car and they should have waited till that cop came over there. If they had guns, I mean, go to jail, bond out, you'd be fine. Go to court, you'd be fine. But we can't. We're not. Black kids are not afforded the same opportunity as everybody else. We can't make. We don't have room to make mistakes. We can't make mistakes. We can't have a oops moment. Our oops moment always ends up where they having a damn a balloon release and a vigil for us, and we laying in the morgue, ready for the cemetery. We're not afforded the same opportunities. This young gentleman lost his life because one, he picked the wrong friends. If you want better out of life, you can't hang with fools because that's all they know is foolery. You can't hang with people that don't want nothing out of life. All they want to do is hit a lick, rob, steal, and kill. The parents failed this boy. His friends failed him. The family failed him. 15 years old. Lost his life over some foolery. I don't think that guy, I don't think that 15-year-old boy had a gun. I don't think none of them had guns. Release that video. You had a Family Dollar store. Certainly they had footage. Release that footage. I'm talking about the unedited version of it. I ain't talking about the ones that the cops had and they edited. Because we are cops are trained to kill. They're not trained to injure. And they shot that boy dead in the head. They had the intention on killing that boy. We are walking targets, and it's only gonna get worse. We don't have time to be doing foolish stuff. And parents, we got to do better with these kids. We got to teach these kids better. Stop doing foolish stuff. Because like I said, we don't have a oops moment. We don't have time to have a oops moment. Because we are a threat in the womb. Because all we are is a two-legged dollar sign. They want to make money off us any way they can, filling these jails up, filling these cemeteries up, funeral homes, hospital. We got to do better. Rest in peace to this young gentleman. But his people failed him. I'm sorry that mother was on live. She lost a child. She knew his friends. She knew who he was hanging with. And where was his father at? I'm not blaming her, but I'm just saying where the father was at. What are the positive black male role models that's supposed to be in his life? I bet you you can find. I bet you it was a old thug that was he was looking up to. I want to see the his father or the man in her life. If you value black lives, you need to prove it by instilling in these kids the true knowledge of self. We're not put here to be friends with our kids. We're here to be parents. And we're gonna be held accountable for it. If we don't teach them right, we're gonna be held accountable for it. If you found value in this video, like, share, subscribe to my channel. It's Just Person Podcast. Like I always say, whatever you do, do it better. Parents, we gotta do better.